Recent trip. Anyway, hello, I'm Sticky Pop, Matt Daniels. I'm known as the Super Doodler. Don't know where that came from, but it all kind of started in a bedroom. One summer, I was very bored and I drew on my wall. I drew a big mural because I wanted to. Lots of little characters, little, little muffins and all sorts of things. And that's where I kind of started with my illustration. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator. You can see bits of my work behind me. I've done illustration for about 2 years now, 3 years. Just, like I said, starting with my wall, and then I was like, you know what, fancy doing something a little bit different. I noticed the Noise Lab on Market Street, and I came in. I think I spoke to Kira actually originally. I was just like, hey, I do some drawings, can I get involved? And from then it kind of started coming up with ideas and projects, and I had a look at my bedroom wall, and from there we kind of thought, well, why don't I do one of the shop windows? And I thought, a shop window, 2 million people pass through past that window every single week. That's a big expectation. But we did it. Painted the window white, all the furniture in there, made it like a bit of a bedroom, drew over everything, and got some good reactions. One of my fondest reactions to it was an old couple sat outside eating their sandwiches, watching me for about 3 hours. Bit daunting, but it's quite fun, I guess. But it was great. I managed to do some skateboards for them. I think behind are available. You see some skateboards, some window displays again, another one. T-shirt designs, a bit of everything. Like Noise has really helped me out, kind of introduced me to the industry. Because like when I was 14, I started doing some illustration work and some designs and stuff for bands and local things. Not really a lot, because I'm a bit unsure what to do. But yeah, so I got in contact with Noise, did the window displays, and from then on, I thought, what do I do now? I'll get a website. And now what? I'm a bit of an idiot. I don't know websites. I'll hope for the best. In a roundabout way, I had a close friend of mine who helped me out with things, and unfortunately she passed away. But in memory of her, I put an exhibition together called Squiddles. Some of you might have heard of it. It was on the news and things. And Squiddles was a charity exhibition in which I managed to raise £2,000 for the Francis House Hospice, which was quite remarkable. And that was an art exhibition. Myself and lots of my friends, like Gavin Strange, who's Jam Factory, Matt Taylor, loads of quite massive industry illustrators all did a piece of work, sold them all for charity, and we got involved, managed to raise a lot of money. But through that, people came along and was like, you're Sticky Pop. Like, yeah. Come and work with us. I got a couple of emails, and one of them was actually from Digital Artist magazine, which you might have seen in WH Smith, pretty cool magazine. They invited me to do a tutorial for them on how to make an angry muffin in Illustrator. Bit of a weird one, but it was quite fun. And then from then on, it kind of led to doing like 4, 5, even 6, 7-page magazine articles just about my illustration work, a bit about myself, which was an amazing achievement. I got an email from one guy in Hawaii just like, hey man, seen your work, I live in Hawaii, it's amazing. If you ever want to design a tattoo for me, then feel free. Some guy in Hawaii wants me to design him a tattoo. Amazing. Didn't think that would ever happen. And then from then on, it kind of just like a massive spiral of creativity. I ended up getting work for the Lowry, the continuous work for Digital Artist magazine for like 2 years. Worked for the BBC, doing some, when they did the whole move from London up here, I was involved with their little package that they sent out to all their employees. And then from then it's just a case of continuing to do my freelance work. Like right now, I'm a freelance designer, illustrator, full-time nerd, as we mentioned before. And that's where I'm at the moment. I'm currently working on quite a few different projects. I'm doing some skateboards and some t-shirt graphics. I've done quite a lot of band work, I think. Logo design for a record company and in Liverpool. They've done some amazing work. There's a band at the moment called Neck Deep. Check them out, they're really good. They're doing some work with the recording studio. I'm getting involved with them. But future work at the moment, I'm doing some skateboard designs for a brand in Australia called Ironhides. even though initially I spelled the name wrong. They don't know that, which was quite fun. But yeah, skateboard designs. But also, I've got so much I'm doing at the moment, I can't even think. I'm sure that you're the same, like there's loads of things going on in your mind. But overall, I think the biggest thing with it all is, I think Kira kind of touched on it about your website. You need to keep it up to date. I found when talking to people, and people ask about your work, and you tell them about your work, you say, what's your website? And I always have the excuse, it's never up to date. I literally spent 3 hours the other night just like, update, 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 update. I didn't realise I had half the work on there. But yeah, keep everything up to date. The noise portfolios are great. I filled mine out over the past couple of months. I've been adding bits and taking bits off and keeping up to date. Like the biggest thing I completely forgot about was my VW camper van. I think it's on the slide behind me at some point. It's in there. It's a big VW camper van. I got an email from a lady. It's like, hey Matt, love your work. I've seen your stuff at the Noise Lab in the windows. How would you like to do as a camper van? What? A camper van? Just draw my camper van. So in the end of it, it ended up coming down to me designing big vinyl wraps. The truck turned up and they could not get on my street, it was that big. This truck was huge with these vinyl wraps on it. It took about 4 hours to put them on the van, but the end result was amazing. And that kind of all sparked, everything I've done kind of sparked from a couple of weeks' work at the Noise Lab on Market Street. Which, you know, for an idiot, it's not bad, as you can tell. I think the biggest thing for a freelance designer and illustrator is just to kind of get your work out there. Part of me was tempted, if this didn't go well, to throw on business cards at you all and just hope for the best, which I might still do. But yeah, you can feel free to check out my website or the noise portfolio, just search for Sticky Pop. I'm the only person in the world with that name, apart from one guy who I don't even know who he is. He's a fine artist, but he's not even called Sticky Pop. He uses his actual name, it's weird. Check it out anyway, stickypop.co.uk or noise, Sticky Pop. I really don't know what else to say now. Apart from, you know, thank you very much for listening to me, you know. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And if you do have any questions, just give me a shout, give me an email. I'm around. I'll throw a business card at you, it's fine. Thank you.